What's up, everybody? We made it to another Tuesday. Who do we got in here? Dan. Wished for that setup before Try Five Guys needed an Axol. Yeah, that was a Equinox. Unfinished. There's Lars. Ron, I see I'm late to be first. Hey, Colleen. Oh, Tom. P00C on a 3/6 Grand Cherokee left intake phaser and oil control valve. How is it a 000? That is retarded. It was a 16 or a 17 or 10, 11. Why zeros? It makes no sense. Hello. What happened when you don't change your oil? Yeah, I know. It's not just Jeeps. It's all of them. I actually had two Chevy HHRs back to back. Both need timing. One was low on oil, one was not. But it seemed like they had it sounded like a chainsaw when you started the damn thing, but it was full of oil. They probably filled it up before they brought it, would be my guess. 3/6 timing. Yeah. Don will be in soon enough. I'm suspicious of. What are you suspicious of? What else you got going on, Tom? I think it was a Nissan Titan control arms. Dude, they whooped my ass. I had to cut all four lower control arm bolts out with my 4-inch death wheel. I could not get them out. They were completely hung up, froze. I heated them, air hammered, everything. I was pissing everybody off with that air hammer. I had a vacuum pump. Break and broke the exhaust cam on Chevy. Yeah, that's typical. I've seen that. Always be careful of the cat. Gotcha. Man, I got my BMV forms to renew my tags today, and my two cars came in one envelope, yeah. And the one for my truck came separate. They want 20 more to register my half ton. Yeah, I know. It's always been that way. It's always more expensive. Hell, every time I go to the BMV, it costs me $300. Is that all the tags I got to renew? Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's always been more for a truck. Yeah, Tom, on the Cadillacs, because of how they designed them in the back of the valve cover, the vacuum pump's actually by the firewall and right below the cowling. When those break, it breaks the valve cover, and it's catastrophic. I mean, there's a chance it might actually lock the engine up. If I get my Fox Body out this year, it'll be 4 for me. Yep. Well, I got my boat trailer. Well, I used to tag the camper, but I haven't. Felt the earthquake? I don't know. About what time was it? If it was at work, hell no, because We have big semis and dump trucks that are coming by fully loaded, and it shakes the ground when they drive past. So if it happened during the day, there's probably no way I felt it. But I work on a industrial park. So there's FedEx, Dayton Freight, Esta, and a couple other smaller trucking companies. And then down by the Rose Music Center that they built, they're now building another Rose Entertainment Center with apartments. And all the dump trucks and heavy equipment that's been rolling past, dude, it's been insane. Was centered 100 miles northeast of St. Louis. Yeah. Don't know that I felt it. I was there for the earthquake in Cincinnati in the summer of 87, and I didn't feel it. I was sitting on concrete steps. My friend were up on the porch, and they felt it. So in 87, when that one happened, we were in bed. It was like 9 o'clock at night, I think. My brother Jeremy was on the top bunk. I was on the bottom bunk, and we heard the rafters in the house creak. We ain't never heard that shit before. I remember that one. I was 11. I mean, there's been a few other earthquakes that's rolled through. We might have felt a little bit. It was definitely daylight. In the afternoon. Yeah, I'm not sure then. There was one that happened in the 80s at that point that it happened at night. So we had an earthquake this morning at 6:30. Damn. I was in the upper deck at Tiger Stadium when one hit Detroit. Jesus. I've never felt a really strong earthquake. I've just felt the tremors. Never been anything substantial. I watched Northern Lights at 1 a.m. and I know, I love it. It was a real jolt. So this Friday, we're supposed to have some really weird galactic winds rolling through, and said that we should have another nice look at the Northern Lights. Pretty sure it's this weekend when that snowstorm's supposed to be rolling in. If I don't get the approval on this timing chain on this HHR, I'm going to be doing a head gasket on a Honda tomorrow. I've not done a Honda head gasket in quite a long time. Actually, no, I did. I did that, what was it, a 1.8 turbo, I think, a couple months back. I felt and said, damn, that's an awful long rumble from a semi going by. Yeah, wasn't a semi this time. Let's swap the HHR. Man, only if. I would love to. But yeah, the time it would take to do that, no one will want to pay it. And looked good last night, purple and green. I didn't try to take a look yet. Let me swap the HHR. Jesus. Yeah. Again, if someone would pay me the time, I would absolutely do it. In a second. But I mean, we'd have to redo the whole floor and everything, put a rear end in it because they're all front wheel drive, and I don't know who would want to pay that type of money. At least around us, I don't think they would. Now, already being a rear wheel drive car, yeah, I mean, there's been quite a few of those, but I've not converted a front wheel drive to rear wheel drive yet, and that is on my bucket list. Lifted four wheel drive HHR. Eh, I'm sure it's probably been done, but I don't know. I'd probably be okay with doing it on like um, I don't know, a Trailblazer or an all-wheel drive. I don't know, what would that fit? Had to be like an all-wheel drive Equinox or something. We could probably put an HHR body on one. Getting into the wiring diagram and, you know, Timu Gravedigger. uh, but yeah, cracking into the wiring diagrams and matching all the harnesses up, that would be such a bitch. But I mean, I think it'd still be kind of cool. So if you guys couldn't tell, got all this stuff moved around, all this stuff over here you can't see. Dan for the comment of the night. Yeah. This is my daughter's snake, Anubis. He's like a 3 foot long reticulated python, but he's hiding in his little rock over here right now because he didn't like the move here. Big land cells to become available in Greenland. Yeah. But Danger Noodle. I made her put a combination lock on it so that, you know, Morgan can't get in here and mess with him. I never understood having a snake for a pet. How do you snuggle with? Oh man, all the snakes I've ever had, they just want to roll up and stay warm. Now, Luna, that was down there, is gone. She was kind of aggressive, and so um, I told her she needed to go because she was kind of aggressive. So she found someone to take her, and I think she picked her up Sunday night. We took her out to their car, and she's gone. Now, she was a big reticulated python. She was a big girl. No, no, not poisonous. Absolutely not. But I had a snake here for quite a long time, and her name was Egglay. Um, Probably got a picture of her somewhere, but she was the nicest, cuddliest little snake. She would just curl up in your hand or, you know, sit around your neck where it's nice and warm and just not move. I am petrified of them things. I'm okay. Yeah, it's all right. I mean, not everybody likes snakes, and I'm okay with that too. There's nothing wrong with that. But um, Egglay was like, that was the picture perfect snake. She wouldn't let anyone hold her. She didn't care. Even kids, she had no care whatsoever. We always kept her fed. You know, she was always nice to everybody. I actually had two of my friends that hated snakes. My friend Jess is deathly terrified of them. He said that the best kind of snake is a dead snake. He held her because she was so nice. Cats will trow snakes. Yeah. So I let my cat Mittens sniff her. He wanted nothing to do with that snake. He went the other way. Sorry if you hear all that. There's two whirlwinds and a tornado upstairs. Erica's twins and Morgan are all upstairs playing. I want a baby trash panda to raise. And things are mean as hell. No. Their nature is to bite everything. It doesn't matter. Well, I mean, the cool thing is he has never held a snake because he's never trusted him enough. But he knows he could take my word without me actually fucking with him. And he held her, and he was just like, "Wow, crazy." But yeah, she would. Dagley would actually sniff you, and it was kind of cool. But she never struck at nobody. Not even when it was time to eat. But beyond that, there's actually one time at when I was at Beaver Creek Auto Service with Jason. Um, had a um, it was like a black rat snake. Um, wasn't a garter snake, but it was a pretty good rat snake. I took a picture of it and was just like, I didn't think it was poisonous because it had a rounded head. We don't have blue racers here, so and no other black poisonous snakes, and that's when I realized that it wasn't a poisonous snake. So I took him out, drove him out about 2.5 miles to a friend's farm, and let him loose out there. Just put some Romex in the backyard, and squirrels will come from miles around to chew on it. Right. But all the things to find in a, engine compartment. I pulled that engine cover off and saw a snake and just about pissed my pants because, I definitely wasn't ready for that. But I found baby squirrels, mice, rats, of course, tons of houses that I had to, evict. Caught a water snake once. Nah. I mean, all snakes can swim. So um, I know the moccasins, I think, have the complete white bellies, um, but never had a moccasin. I had a garter snake bite me before, but it didn't hurt. I think it just scared me more than anything. Now, when I lived in Fairborn, and I was mowing the grass, I ran over a copperhead. That was no fun. Even though I ran it over, I was still scared of it, because they still live after they get cut in half. So yeah, that was no fun at all. So beyond that, what's everybody else been up to? Oh yeah, there's a lot of copperheads up here, Dan. Um, so where my camper was at Greene County Fish and Game, we had copperheads there all the time. All right, babe, love you. Give Ridley a kiss for me. Um, so um, Their grandpa. Oh, it's all good, Don. I brought a water moccasin home one time to my grandma. Said go put it back. She wasn't worried about me getting bit by it. Jesus. Removed the belly cover and had a groundhog fall out. Yeah, I've had animals fall out before, and dead ones, live ones, all that. Videos on your channel, hell yeah. Yeah, it's not. I cut a dog out of a bumper once that was still alive. His name was Elvis. Me and Jason took him to the vet. We have rattlesnake and PA copperheads. Not so much. Yeah, they still suck. We've got timber rattlers over towards Pennsylvania, the other side of Ohio, and we start tickling the Appalachians a little bit. Out there in the woodsy areas, you'll find rattlers. And bro, I smell cucumber or hear a rattle, I stop and go back. I love the outdoors and freedom like that, but I don't want to die in it like that. I removed the belly cover once too, but always saw the belly button. Oh, that's a good one. Man, this light is really bad. Family reunion last year, they ended up removing 5 black snakes by the end of the weekend. Wow. Yeah, hell, I mean, hey, Derek, what's up, buddy? Yeah, I've got some lights up here, but normally it's not this bad. I want to turn it off because then it's going to be like super dark. Maybe not. I guess it's not so bad, is it? I was reading about some guys who got sent to Vietnam and they were big hunters and outdoorsmen, and the war ruined that for them. Yeah, I can see that. I know quite a few dudes that was in Iraq and things like that got PTSD from it, and they don't even like going out their front door. They just hate it, flat hate it. Bobby's nephew Dre, he was in Iraq, and he's got PTSD. JB, what's happening? And he hears loud bangs or whatever, scares the hell out of him, and his heart rate goes up. And black snakes can get up in rafters. Helps when they're 5 foot long. Well, I mean, if they're going after the fucking mice, go for it. I don't care. But dude makes it in my house? No. If it was just me here, it's whatever. I'll pick it up, put it outside. But man, one of the girls saw it, they would lose their shit. Shugu, what's up, Junkyard D? Getting into the bird's nest. What's really odd is this year, normally we got raccoons and possums and skunks like crazy. But here this past year or two, we ain't had very many, which I'm kind of okay with. What I don't like is when I go outside and I have a fire. Yeah, the skunks like to visit, and I'm not good with that. I have my EU. Oh, heading to the bird's nest for eggs. Found a 454. You gonna put that in the S10? Jesus. Need to get a pet mongoose if you don't like snakes. Yeah. I don't want to fuck with a mongoose either. That's another one of those creatures that they're just learn to bite. That's all in their nature is to bite. So yeah, no, pass. Now to find you an S10. Oh, so you want to put that 454 in that S10. Boy, you are going to have your hands full. Yeah, you definitely have to change your front springs because it's going to smash them. That spring rate's not ready for a big block. But boy, I'm telling you what, that'll be one scooting machine. You get it to hook. Ah, you're going after JYD. I see. Oh. Oh. You got Don rooting for Junkyard Dog. What's going on? Okay, good luck. Sounds like we might be going up on a team started build, huh? He started it. Now, yeah, I'm going to finish it. I meant JB. Put some leaf springs up from Gasser Style. Hell yeah. Let's crank on the torque arms. Yeah, this is not the same type of car, unfortunately. But we can put Stalker springs in it and make that some bitch hook. Well, obviously, JB, come on. Damn, so soon? Okay. Later, Colleen. The hell, JB, if that's a big square port 454, gotcha. Um, yeah, man, you can get that some bitch to build some a lot of juice. And you don't even need to go over 5,500. It'll still get down there quick. Oh. Junkyard D, what you got going on? Oh, anything fun? What about you, Derek? Hell, I'm going all the way, thinking about the bottle, the whole 9 yards. Hey, look. 10-pounder. That tickle your fancy? They cat put a wagon axle and springs into the 67 four-door Malibu. Talk about it. Yeah, oh, yeah. It's got a bottle heater and everything. Let me borrow that. It's only like half full, but depends on how much you spray it with. Right now, plumbing a shower. Yeah, well, it's nice to be able to know how to do that. Will belt system on a 5.7 fit on LA engines? Oh, I think you gotta change or relocate something. I remember talking about this. I think there's a hole you have to relocate, but there is a bracket you can buy to run it. We plowed snow with cardboard in front of the grill. Holy shit. Wow. Uh, Toilet leak for 2 weeks. I feel your pain. Where is the toilet leaking? I had to go over Friday night and I had to go rent a big snake from Home Depot and go snake Dad's mane. That was fun. Pulled out a like Kroger bag full of tree roots. I very much dislike plumbing. I'd rather be replacing a roof or pouring concrete than plumbing. Yeah, a tank. It won't stop. They've got another seal kit for those. You know the where the flapper goes. Take those bolts out. They've got a new foam seal you can put down in there. You just got to know what brand turlet you got. Yes and no. I mean, there's still everything's still readily available. Turlet, that's right. I fortunately was, shadowed my grandpa for a long, long time, doing his home improvement stuff and remodels and shit like that. I got to learn all kinds of stuff from him. It's all new. I have replaced everything, still leaking. And it's probably got a crack in it. Put some dye in it. I go get some of that blue dye that they flush and look for a crack. It's probably cracked. That's the only way it's going to leak. I've put in a bunch of toilets, not more as much as one that does it every day, but I probably put in 30 toilets, and I tightened the tank down too much one time and cracked it. Toilet evap and purge system. No, that's they can screw it. Buy a dang new one. Yeah. You cracked the can. Yeah. Well, I busted the base of a toilet once because I didn't know how much you can, tighten the base down over the wax ring. And yeah, I broke mine. It sat there for a week until I got my next paycheck. Mansfield, the Cadillac of crappers. It actually didn't rock. Surprisingly enough, the wax ring kept it sealed. Oh, Finally. Cracked a tub once cleaning a VW engine. Oh, that's great. I helped my grandpa remove a couple cast iron tubs to remodel and put in the plastic surrounds and everything. And man, I'm telling you what, sledgehammering those cast iron tubs out, oh, God, that sucked. It was easier taking it out in two pieces because it was a lot lighter. But man, I'm telling you what, swinging that sledgehammer, 13 years old, that porcelain come flying off there and smack your arm and cut you. Just moved and never looked back. Hate the rest of the area toilet somebody else flushes and the water raises in the bowl, shitting over and soaks your nuts. Oh, old Mac. Damn it. You just gave me a visual. I didn't need that. Oh. I got one in the basement which needs to go. It's rusted out. Yeah. Yeah, get that son of a bitch out of there. We Sawzalled a couple of them. Always give it a test flush. All I can say is skadoosh. Oh God, that's funny. Crap. Hmm. Have you got much more snow, old Mac? I saw videos of nasty, nasty snowstorms going through Michigan and Indiana and up north of us. Well, old Mac, you seem to have my problem as you get older. Your balls get closer to the water. Mind if I make a test flush guy the next film gets his nuts wet? Lots of snow. Okay. Holy crap. Oh, love you guys. Better him than you. I had a cast iron downspout for the plumbing in my house. Had a hole. Made it a cap and put one of those rubber sleeves. Oh, okay, yeah. I had to put one of those in my aunt's house. Fern coat will last you a long time. That's right. Yeah, I've been here 21 years and I've done a lot. And I thank my grandpa for showing me how to do it because other than heat and AC, I can do anything else here. I busted up my floor in my laundry room and replaced that whole drain in the floor. Um, I've done both the showers, the one down here, the one upstairs. Yeah, first responders almost done with the 390 for the trash truck. Things are coming together. Heck yeah. Cash is brittle being that thin. Yeah. Not always. I mean, we taken the sledgehammer to the one of them. It took me and my grandpa forever to get this thing bust. So past that point, because normally my grandpa he'd hit it 2-3 times and it busted that tank or the tub. We drug it out front, but man, that last one, he called in the reinforcements and it still took forever. Got it broke, and then the next couple after that, we just used a sawzall and cut it. I'm sure Indecisive has about a foot more snow than I do. Oh, wow. Damn. I already have a call out race from a new guy coming to the no names. Let's see how that goes. What's he got? Yeah, good chance. So is that tub still functional, or is it just sitting down there? A damn LS. Better be good as the light. Oh, those damn LSs, JB. Plumbed in and functional. Heck yeah. So I mean, you can always go get the um, a different type of paint. You could paint over all of it and still have it functional if you want to hold on to it. I think the um, whatever enamel you can put over top of the cast iron and it won't chip off. Something like that. It's been a while since I dealt with it, but I think that was it. Imaginary S10. My house was converted into 3 units back in the 70s and 80s, but was single fam when I got it. Gotcha. Yeah, Jason should be popping in here soon. My house was converted. Yeah. Well, it should be. Yeah, normally Jason pops on about now. Are you here, Jason? That's kind of like my Camaro. I was like, I got 90% of the power steering done, but I still don't have a belt for it. It's sitting there. I just got to measure it and get a belt for it so I can put some power steering fluid in it and actually have power steering again after 27 years. I still have to put in a bunch of new floor joists under my house. Oh, termites, yeah. Well, their uncle Stevie, he just went through all that in his house. He lives about 20 minutes from me, and he just went room by room doing that exact same thing. and he was finishing up their bedroom not too long ago. But yeah, it took him all damn summer. But you know, JB, once you get all this done, or actually beforehand, um, you can put in that bait for the termites and curb that for quite some time. It's just a little cylinder that you put like 8 or 10 feet apart all the way around the house. You can do it yourself, save a bunch of money. And then I think once a month you got to go in and change those little pucks of wood that has the poison in it. Already done $1,400. Well, it saved my house and the shop. Hopefully, it takes care of your issue. Damn. $1,400. Holy crap. So I did it myself. That way I didn't have to pay all that. Ordered all the pots and the bait and everything and just did it myself. And maybe they didn't put enough in it if you're still having an issue. Just saying. But you know, I've got 2 more Kia engines to do. It's getting out of hand. Going under the house and spray a shit ton of old oil mixed with diesel fuel. Let's see how damn bugs like that. Hopefully, it doesn't get up inside the house. I can't stand the smell of diesel fuel. I need to put in a lot of joist hangers in my house. Lousy home building. Oh, a little too flammable. My house was built in like 55, and the house was built really well. They just, not all of the studs are on center where they should be. Because I've got a stud finder, and boy, sometimes I'm hunting. No one should be under there smoking. Oh, man. Don't have a lot to talk about this week. Does anybody have anything? This cold weather's, we've got work to do, but we just slowed down a little bit. Why not? Well, hello, Wendy. Haven't seen you in a couple weeks. Never saw an aquarium with a pass lock. Yeah, I mean, this past Sunday we went to the arcade, um, but that was last weekend. That's while my daughter was up here. padlock. So it has a combination lock on it, and that's got a 3-foot reticulated python in it. So, it's locked, and then the door's locked. That way Morgan can't get in here and play with the snake. That's because we close at 10 p.m. now. Oh. Finally got this 3-1 ready to go into the Blazer. Now it's going to be weeks of bad weather. I thought you had a garage in front of your house, JB. Or don't you have a garage? I thought you had a garage. I can't remember now. Got more snow on the way. Yeah. We're supposed to get snow this weekend. I don't know what's going to happen. I just want some more people coming on here and asking me about car problems. I like that kind of shit. So somebody breaks something so I can help you fix it. March will be a year messing with this thing. I have a garage, but it's full of sharpening equipment. Interested in buying some. Whoa. Told the boss not going to do it anymore. I mean, every other day or a couple times a week, okay, but every day that's got to be tiring. Tell me where your car is. I'll break it. JB, as much as I'd like to buy some, I don't know what the hell I'd do with it. I drag this thing through a sharpener and, it does its good for a week or two, and then I got to do it again. So, actually, I've not used this in quite some time. I just took it down to play with it. Kind of like all my throwing knives. Or this one. I've only sharpened it twice. You can fling it into a board pretty quick. I think, yeah, I took my board down because I moved everything. I got to put it back up somewhere. Congratulations, Indiana. That was a pretty good game. They were going back and forth for a while, and man, I'm telling you what, they kept each other at bay for a while, but they made some badass plays. It's been going since Thanksgiving, and I'm done with this 10 o'clock crap. I can understand. I got some pretty sweet throwing knives. They fly fast. Boy, do they sink. I love it. 16-0. I know. I think, if I remember right, when I looked that up, I think that was it's. We've not had a 16-0 since I don't know, 18 something or something like that. Okay. So first responder has the carb boost reference on the front bowl. He says plug the back power valve because it's little. 2.8 doesn't need that much fuel. Yeah, I mean, I've never put a 4-barrel on a 2.8, and I'm sure, I mean, he first responder is a pretty intelligent dude as far as that goes. But if I was into the boost thing a little more, I could tell you a little more about it. But that sounds like a good idea. But I think what he's doing, so he puts it on the front bowl. Not a shoehorn, yeah. Not a shoehorn. That might cut you a little bit. Boost reference on the front bowl. He says plug back. I know to plug back 2400 stall going in. Hopefully it will help with. Oh, definitely off the line. Yeah. Yeah. Boost that thing and bump it in. Boy, you ain't going to know what hit you. I'm still kind of. I don't know how he's putting the boost reference off the front bowl. Oh, off the metering block. Maybe that's what he meant. The way when it starts pulling vacuum. Yeah, I bet it is. Once the engine starts throwing vacuum, it's going to start boosting off the front bowl, not the rear. And then, I mean, you can always. Looks like quite a few S10s will be there this year. Yeah. They're light, they can be fast. But yeah, you should be able to, take the jet up the front bowl enough to be able to feed the 2.8. Should be just fine. Did you put a bigger camshaft or anything in it this time? Or are you still keeping it stock? The blower, the vacuum has to come from under the blower. Yeah. Huh. Well, it's a 390 double pump. It has 440 lift, 110. It needs 112. Maybe. Okay, gotcha. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, once you get it put in, I would do a half rip up the road, pull a plug, do a plug read. If you're lean, crank it up. So you got an O2 sensor in that, don't you? No O2. So get on eBay and find you an O2 setup that you can put in that thing, and that'll help you with tuning. That way, when you go wide open throttle, you'll know if you're not getting enough fuel. I'm not telling you to put fuel injection on it. I'm just saying, get on eBay or Amazon, buy you an O2, a wideband O2 with a gauge. It's a little expensive, but AFR, you got AFR, okay. That's what I was getting at. So if you got that, dude, I mean, you can tune that sumbitch in quick. You can dial it in to the T. I just wish my fuel injection, I wish I had two O2 sensors in mine. I only have one. The 500 that's in it now just dumps fuel. Huh. Opar Joe had a great Hemi Dyna video the other day. I'll have to go look. 500 just dumps fuel. Did you happen to try and jet it down? Let's see. Yeah. Make you scratch your head every time. Yes. Carbs junk. Okay. Get a 650 double would be made to flow 750. Man, you have really got to have it worked on to get it to flow that much. It can be done, but the money you'd have in it, I'll just go get a quick fuel. I had a 750 and a 780, and my small block loved it. Except on really hot days, it was too much fuel. See if you can't find one used, man. Get on Marketplace and look around. You can find them. You just want to make sure you don't find one that has a what main body was that? Proform main body. Throw that shit in the trash. Jason had one, and he couldn't get it to work. He gave it to me, and I put it on my car, and it's like it would work great one time, and the next time it ran like shit. So, Cameron that Mopar Speed Shop, I talked to him, and he gave me an old school 750 that had the air horn milled off and everything. So it had no choke, no nothing. And he gave me that 750 body, but I think it was a 780. And I put all my stuff on it. And dude, that thing was wicked nasty. But I gave that carburetor to Stevie, and then he sold it and gave me the money. Yeah, you might be able to find you one on a car somewhere. You can get a 750 vacuum secondary to work just as good as a double pumper, mechanical. The only issue I had is I hated it when it was cold outside. And I didn't have a choke. It made a little bit of a pain in the ass to get running, but with the fuel injection, it don't matter. And I had a 650 double pumper I ran for a long ass time. That was on my 283. You couldn't floor it from a dead stop because it would just choke it. But if you could get half to 3/4 pedal, it would take off, and then you could floor it. It would just smoke the right side tire for a mile and a half. I missed an old 283. I would have tried to rig up a choke even on the filter assembly. Nah, I don't think there could have been a way. The whole air horn that held the butterfly was completely milled flat. It was on one of the old Stalkers or whatever it was they did for Mopar Performance, but they couldn't run that carburetor anymore because they were limited to 700 CFM. So they had like 4 of them sitting there collecting dust, and he gave one to me. That old 283 I had between the carbon filter. I don't know, maybe, but it's been so long ago. But that old 283 in the Camaro with the 410 gear, it ran uh, 15 teens, but it just ran out of motor. So it probably would have a little bit quicker if I wouldn't put such a 410 gear in it. But it ended up getting put in a S10 Blazer, like a 1988 S10 Blazer. And that was a ripping little bitch. Oh, my 340 has been sitting for 25 years. Should I replace the valve springs? Absolutely. You got a big camshaft in it, or is it stock? I actually have a valve spring pressure checker to check mine to see if they're okay. I mean, it's been sitting that long with pressure on the springs. If you plan on racing it, yes, I would change the springs. But if you're just going to put it around, I wouldn't worry about it. You know, that those springs with no pressure on them sitting on the shelf hurts nothing. But pressure on them, yes, it hurts them. Lars is telling me to put this Corvette servo I have in it. It already breaking loose in second. So unless I put some drag radials on the truck, I'm not doing that. Well, I tell you what, if Hunter don't take these drag radials, I love that 283. That thing got 16, 17 mile a gallon. I loved that 283. And it was whisper quiet. Jason put a single exhaust on it. I loved it. I drove that thing every day for, I don't know, 6, 7 years. But if Hunter doesn't want the drag radials and those drag lights, Jason gave everything to Hunter. Those drag lights were mine, and the drag radials he got from somebody. Hey, John, what's happening? Springs lose tension by cycling, not staying compressed. Well, on paper, yes, but by sitting, they can actually get unsprung because we've tested that theory. I ran one out of oil and loved it up. Next time I put oil in it. Oh, locked it up. It ran like a champ, yeah. Well, back then they didn't have a, real close bearing tolerance, so you had a little bit of room for mistake. John, how the hell are you? So I've never ran one completely out of oil. I've heard it to where it would tick a little bit, but there was a point in time, as a noob, I did an oil change on I want to say it was a Toyota or a Lexus, had the 3-liter V6 in it, and did the oil change, put a filter on it, let it down, drove it. What's up, Lars? And the oil light never went out. I got it back to the shop, and sure as shit, I didn't put oil in it. But I bet I put 6, 8 miles on it, and it never locked up. I was completely blown away. Mohawk, what's happening, dude? It has been bitter ass cold here, so it has been kind of yuck. We still got some stuff coming this weekend. And probably, I don't know, what, 3 weeks more of it. 283 is a tough engine, yeah. Mine came out of a 67 Biscayne. Just got done cooking supper. What'd we eat? When the oil light doesn't turn off, get out and look. I had a leaky oil filter do that. Yeah. Yeah. What you doing? Oh, Abby just wanted the combination of the lock. Gotcha. No problem. Perfectly fine. Lars, you're always lingering like yesterday's bean burrito. All right, I'm gonna run. So I'm gonna run. I'm still alive. All right, I'll be back. Dang it! Come on. You know, JB's funny thing is that 283 ran better than my 350 did. But after pulling the 350 apart, I found out why. I thought I had a wiped out camshaft in my 350 that was in it when I first bought it. And then come to find out that there was a hole in the intake under the carburetor that we didn't see until way after. I'm hoping, dude. I my all my plans got kind of screwed up this past year. Nothing worked out the way I wanted it to. Dang right. I'm the shit. Good to see you. Cowboy beans, I guess. Brown hamburger, onion, pork bean, brown garlic, sugar, pepper. Sounds good. Yeah, I know. Another 3 to 5 inches overnight. I'm okay with a little bit of cold weather and snow, but we've had enough already. It can go and leave now. Yuck. That's right. Yeah, I saw Mohawk. That I've been following Ryan Hall, listening to his predictions, and we're probably going to get some sleet. We're going to be on the upper side of it. We're waiting on the snow to get here. It's between 1 to 11. Not looking forward to that. I am not either. I have 36 tomorrow. Goddamn heat wave. This morning I left the house. It was 4 degrees. It was -7 wind chill. I was not okay with that. Last week, January, I was going to. So February, normally we get the worst. End of January to February. That's when we got most of the snow. Sub-zeros this week. I'm ready for spring, yeah. Hi, Marissa. -5 this morning. I still got that vibration in the front end of my van. I had the parts put on the front alignment, getting done on Thursday. So you might want to look at getting the motor mounts done if you're still getting that vibration. -20 wind chill. Hell no. I think in 2019, was it 2019? I think we had -42 wind chill. And the shop would not get warm. So I called my district manager from my truck that was warmer than the shop. And I told him that I'm taking a personal day because the furnace is not keeping the shop warm and I ain't doing it. Jesus, Mohawk. I was on call for -45 weather once, and all four tires in the bucket truck were square and flat. Oh my God. I'll try that. Sassy said supposed to snow here in this day. I don't know. 2023, I think, was when we had that polar vortex. Told my boss I ain't working till Easter. Shut the hell up. I don't think we're going to hit any of those negative temperatures anytime soon. Was it 23? It wasn't 23. I wasn't at AAA then. I was at AAA when that happened. I'm telling you, it was 19. You know, work on a furnace tomorrow. Uh, used to wear full face mask when I was on call in cold weather. I could come home. I see was everybody. Oh yeah. But I was at GMW in 23, and we didn't have that cold stuff. I mean, it was cold, but yeah, I can't see what year it was. It's giving me everything but. I remember it being really damn cold in 23, but. Huh? No, you didn't. I left AAA in late 22. You left AAA in 21, I think. I've been at JMW almost 2 years, dude. So that can't be right. I have to look again. Ow. I thought you was at the county in 23. Man, now I'm really confused. It was February of. Where'd it go? February of 23 when I left. In 20. Yeah. February of 23 is when I left AAA. I looked at my hire date. It's okay. I found it. Calm down. Okay, yeah. Sit down before you hurt yourself, Marissa. Yes. I know. I told him, dude, calm down. It's okay. Later, Tom. Later, JB. Still working on that toilet. Just remember to keep your hair out of it. Jesus. Oh. Wow. Jesus. All right. It is 10 o'clock. And it's time for me to go get in the shower and go to bed. I'm tired. So, everybody have a good what's left of your week as per usual. Thanks for hanging out and chatting. Yeah, I know it kind of flew by there for a minute, didn't it, Dan? Yes, sir. Thank you. I love you too. Later, Lars. Later, Wendy. Don. Ron. And Old Mac. Mohawk. Yeah, thank you, Mohawk. Buff is on for another hour. Hell yeah. Go have fun. I'm going to go get a shower. So, y'all take it easy. We'll catch you on next Tuesday. Later.